Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is one thing and one topic that you all, as our followers, are running away from. But I will keep reminding you that regarding Gashagua's party is there to make sure that they cripple the party that was formed by the former president Uhuru Kenyattas. Regarding Gashagua, according to the intel we have, together with Uhuru Kenyattas, are currently in a fallout, and they have disagreed on Rigathi Gachagua launching the DCP party. You all have realized that even Fred Matiang'i had to disassociate himself with the Jubilee Party, and to go ahead uh, front himself using the UPA party, which is the UPA party, which has more roots, which is mostly rooted in the Gusii community. Now, allow me to tell you one thing. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, when Rigathi Gachagua was impeached last year, it is believed that in December, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta held a meeting with Rigathi Gachagua. And that meeting was for Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta to hand over the Jubilee Party to Rigathi Gachagua, for Rigathi Gachagua to pump life inside the Jubilee Party. And if he pumps life into the Jubilee Party, he, Rigathi Gachagua, will be fronted as the chairman of the Jubilee Party. And if that happens, now Rigathi Gachagua would rally all the other parties in the Mount Kenya region. You know, Mount Kenya region is dominated with a lot of parties compared to other regions in the country. In Mount Kenya, we have the DP party, the Democratic Party, which is led by Justin Muturi. We have the PNU party led by Peter Munya from Meru. We have the BAS party led by Kiraito Morongi. Apart from that, we have other small parties here and there, the Farmers Party of Waititu and all that. All these parties, Rigathi Gachagua was being told, with his current influence, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta told him, because he has won the sympathy of the people of the mountain, now he should pump life into a party that everybody within the Mount Kenya region has associated with for the last 15 years, and that is the Jubilee Party. But Rigathi Gachagua turned down uh, the said request from Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And now Rigathi Gachagua was even blocked by the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties, which is led by Anna Madi, the lady that was, Anne Derito, the lady that was given a position as a commissioner in the IEBC, the newly reconstituted IEBC by William Ruto. So this DCP party that Gashagua launched is a party that he bought from somebody that had registered the party. It was just there existing. So Rigathi Gachagua bought the party and then changed the look of the party and now prepared it for the launch, which we saw on Thursday this week. Now allow me to take you deep into the woes that into the troubles and the fallout that is currently looming within the the opposition coalition. According to the intel we have, Rigathi Gachagua has recently fallen out with the rest of the opposition leaders. Martha Karua, Fred Matiang'i, Eugene Wamalwa, Kalonzo Musyoka, Fred Matiang'i, and the rest. Why? Rigathi Gachagua, looking at at the popularity that he has in the Mount Kenya region and in the current political realm of the Republic of Kenya, has been terrorizing everybody within the opposition coalition. Everybody else within that coalition has no voice. Are we together? Rigathi Gachagua believes that he should and will remain the face of that opposition coalition. And if there is a way that he can buy for the 2027 general election, he wanted everybody else to put their ambitions aside to rally themselves behind him. And everything fell apart when Matiang'i returned. The likes of Kalonzo, Karua, and the rest were taking it. But when Fred Matiang'i returned, he held a meeting with Uhuru Kenyatta. And that meeting is what led Fred Matiang'i to hold the rally that he held in Kisii and Nyamira. And when Gashagua realized now the conversation has been turned from Gashagua to Matiang'i, that is when he lashed out at all other opposition chiefs in a meeting where Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta told Matiang'i not to take any other position from the coalition apart from the presidency. And everybody else started seeing that Matiang'i should actually be the presidential candidate. That did not set well with regard to Gashagua because he himself knows that Fred Matiang'i is Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's project. And he, Rigathi Gachagua, refused to hold hands with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta so that he can rebuild the Jubilee Party. So that is when you realize that when Matiang'i returned, he held his first political rally. And the next Sunday, Rigathi Gachagua held a church service at his Wamunyoro home. All other opposition leaders were there. And that is where everything went south. Fred Matiang'i tried to tell them that now it's about time we all decide on who is going to raise the flag. Rigathi Gachagua was not hearing that because he knew Matiang'i wanted to be appointed as the flag bearer of the opposition. So he lashed out at the rest of them. And after that Sunday, you realize that from then all the opposition leaders have not been together again. We expected them to be together during the launch of the DCP party, which happened on Thursday. But to our surprise, nobody was there. Why? Because everybody else was told by Matiang'i and Uhuru that Rigathi Gachagua is out there to use them on his vendetta against William Ruto and the members of parliament that impeached him, but not for the sake of the people of the Republic of Kenya. And they knew if Rigathi Gachagua is fronted as the presidential candidate in the year 2027, then everything they have worked for as the opposition goes down the drain. So when Rigathi Gachagua disagreed with them, they had to take a backseat and allow him to run his game. And that is why Gashagua launched his DCP party, he and himself alone. Even other members of parliament. Rigathi Gachagua is a bulldozer. You always say that Matiang'i is a bulldozer. Rigathi Gachagua is a bulldozer who doesn't listen to anybody else but believes in what he is. He believes that he is his word is final. And that is why Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto could never work together because the both of them believe that their say is the final say. So when these people realized they can't change him, they decided to allow him to run his own race to see where he will end. And that is why on Thursday when Gachagua was launching his party, Mother Karua was somewhere in an interview. Kalonzo Musyoka was attending, I think, a fundraising somewhere in Ukambani. And the others, Akina Eugene Wamalwa, never showed up. Akina George Natembeya never showed up. Not even the Jubilee Party Secretary General Jeremiah Kioni. Kwanza Jeremiah Kioni never even showed up during the Wamunyoro rally. And that speaks volume. If they continue treading on a divisive path, that is what President William Ruto has been counting on all along to make sure that they fight within themselves. Let me tell you, Rigathi Gachagua has a say, yes, but he cannot have a say over Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta when it comes to opposition. Because Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Kalonzo Musyoka are friends. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Mother Karua are friends. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Eugene Wamalwa are friends. Remember, Eugene served as his CS for defense. Fred Matiang'i is Uhuru's best friend. So these people listen to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta more than they will listen to Rigathi Gachagua. It doesn't matter what Rigathi Gachagua has to offer but following Rigathi Gachagua as their presidential candidate is what Uhuru Muigai told them. Hold your horses. Allow this man to do his thing so that you will see, he will realize that he also needs you. Yes, Odao, that's what's up. Tell me what you think about this analysis. Leave your comment on the comment section. See you.